Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Panthers going up against the Eagles. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Let's go one more. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Panthers coming out now. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Watch it now, Barney.
Under 10.
Now let's go. Green. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Hey, we got tight right.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw again. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him bring another one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers, and they just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, he bowls over him. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Set. 3-19.
Check. 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Check.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Here we go. Blue 90.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Strong left. Strong left. Stay with your man.
Now let's go. Green 3 now. Lucky 56.
Kill.
Lucky 56.
Kill.
Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Watch him now. Now let's go. 319. 319. 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Strong right. Strong right.
Here we go now. Green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, here we go.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. That's caught by Treadwell. They get 14 yards there and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Hey, right, Roger. Hey, boys, we got 4.
Now let's go. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Hey, watch 28. Single. I got a single in the slot.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
56.
Blue 90. Gun.
Check it out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight, watch left.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Check.
Blue landing. Over.
Lucky.
Leopard.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Check 24.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their deep.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Over.
Switch,
Set.
switch,
Blue
switch,
landing.
55's mine, guys. 55.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Detroit.
Check. Fresno.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He'll take it at the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver, 41 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Marty
there.
looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. One receiver left, three to the right. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Let's go! 19! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
right, here we go.
Four down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Four down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Two times. Hey, we got 3 down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Check 52.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Set.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, we got
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Coleman, 49 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Check 13. Single.
Set. Green 99 Philly. Here we go.
Be good.
Go.
Watch twist.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. 319. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Watch twist.
Over.
Another pistol look here.
3-9.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch him now, Barney. Over. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go, and sometimes you just have to stick.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run.
Tight right. All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Key tight end. You got 3 down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
All right, now. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now back to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left.
Here we go now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Pick. That's our ball. Going the other way. Pick, baby. All day, every day.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Looking to
Here we
jam
go.
the receivers
Oh,
at the
yeah.
line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Stand up in. All right, here we go.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
3 down. Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 2.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come up in an offset eye.
Green, 39.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
We got three, fellas. We got
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
I'm here all day. All right, here we go. Gun!
Back to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Three down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Mike.
Blue 90.
Let's hear it. Let's see this.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now let's go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A road win in the national.